Club Championship, Federal Cup, Durand Cup, East Bengal winner, Champions of Champion, with whom I am sitting for a Sunday Goanese breakfast with the man, one and only Alvito D'Cunha. So a warm welcome, sir, to Seize the Day with Sharmishta Acharya.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Sarmishta, for welcoming me and giving me an opportunity to be a part of your show.
One very important question to you. You have spent a significant part of your career with East Bengal. What makes you bond with the club so?
Oh, being a Goan, I don't know what's the bond between me and the club, but then definitely one thing for sure, they love me and I love the club as well. Being a Goan, surviving in Kolkata, it's not really easy. And then a lot of people used to say to me initially when I joined, like, you know, it's your end of your career because Goanis were known as homesick people. And then things really hadn't worked for the Goanese people before I joined East Bengal. But there was only one thing in my mind, that if the club wants to finish your career, why would they pay you so much of money? So I challenged myself. I said, no, these are all rumors. I need to go try. And then, yes, the first season was good. After that, I kept on increasing my contracts. And then that's how things have went. And then played 15 years of professional football with the club. And then later on, even got managed in the club as a club official, recruiting players or like scouting players. So I think this club is the mother club for me.
Club में कोई ऐसा शख्स जो आप still you can't forget his support and
Yes,
उनका
of course, there's
mention.
only one person like Neetu. Of course, there are a lot of people, but then one person who I can never forget is Debobrato Sarkar. His actual name is Debobrato Sarkar, but he's known as Neetu Da to everyone.
Our very
Sabai
famous.
Priyo Neetu Da. So yeah, so I think I can never forget him as a mentor, as an advisor, as an all in all for me in my life.
कोई rivalry आपके career में?
Of course, there's everyone who knows the rivalry, that is the East Bengal Mohun Bagan rivalry, and playing for East Bengal. And you know, when you used to play against Mohun Bagan, so more than 1 lakh people on the stadium coming and supporting two different teams. The stadium was divided into two parts, wherein East Bengal on one side and the Mohun Bagan. Of course, that's for me one of the biggest rivalry, and I think it's not only in the Indian football, but even in the world football, it is as one of the best 5 or 6 derbies in the world.
Your favorite football memory?
There are lots.
One which you
In
really
club
want
football
to.
and in Indian football as well. But then I think one memory which I would never forget in my life is playing the Asian Cup finals, which nobody expected us to win the Asian Cup. That was in Jakarta, Indonesia, where we beat one of the best teams in Asia, that is Bactero Sasana. And being a left footer, I scored a goal with my right foot in the final. So I think this was one of the best memorable match for me in my life.
कौन ज़्यादा favorite है? सुनील छेत्री और भाईचुंग भूटिया?
See, I think it depends on the generation. When I played, Baichung was one of the key players, icon player. So obviously Baichung was those days. Abhi ka time mein, every footballer you ask, they would say like, you know, I want to become a Sunil Chhetri. But then yeah, both of them, if they have reached to this place, is because of the targets that they have set and their dedication towards this sport.
फुटबॉलर आप बचपन से admire करते थे?
You're talking about the Indian football or the world football?
That's your choice, both.
Obviously, in the Indian circuit, I always watched Baichung Bhutia and I am Vijayan as the icons of Indian football. And I'm lucky to have played with them as well. Because एक time का dream था कि वो लोग के साथ मैं मिलना चाह रहा हूँ या मैं उन लोग के साथ खेलना चाह रहा हूँ. But like, you know, I was lucky not only in terms of club football, but I also happened to play with them in the national team.
So, Alvito, growing up in Goa, football is almost like a way of living. When did you realize that sport was more than just a passion for you?
I think that was when I was very young, because, you know, during the school days, I'm sure you must have also done it. There was a book which everybody used to give when you used to pass your 10th standard, wherein they used to give you the whole sort of a menu, wherein your name, your date of birth, your occupation, your advice to the certain person, and your favorite food, your favorite actor, and all those things. But then, you know, there
That's
was
a slam book.
Yeah.
Slam book.
So there was a one thing which was there in it. Your future plans or an ambition. Okay, I used to see a lot of people. I mean, for example, if you used to write 5 or 6 books, in 5 or 6 books, you would write different opinions like what you had. Maybe in some you would write as a doctor or a lawyer, as an advocate, or maybe as a engineer. But for me, it was just one thing. I used to write one thing: ambition to become a footballer.
Crazy fans all knows you have a very cute baby boy. Coming to him, आप क्या चाहते हैं कि नहीं मेरा बेटा हम भी फुटबॉलर वो भी फुटबॉलर तो वो आप उसको किस दिशा में लेके जाना चाहते हैं in your career?
Of course, my son loves football. There's no doubt about it, and I'm happy to see that he is growing as a footballer. I mean, but then there's a long way to go. Footballer अभी उसका उम्र 10 साल का है. So 10 साल का उम्र में बच्चे लोग का माइंड में बहुत सारा गेम्स आ जाता है. कभी फुटबॉल आएगा, कभी हॉकी आएगा, कभी क्रिकेट आएगा, बैडमिंटन आएगा, हर चीज आएगा. बट my son is very keen to become a footballer.
If I talk about your childhood days, आपके मम्मी क्या चाहते थे आप बने और पापा क्या चाहते थे?
I think when I was young, my parents always wanted me to become a footballer. I don't think there's anything else because they have supported this game. My father was himself a football player. My mother always used to come for my games. She never forced me to get into something else. She never had any intentions of me becoming a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer. Nothing. I mean, she always supported me what I wanted to be. And that's the reason I think I was able to achieve my goal. I'm lucky to have my parents because they have supported me to choose what I want. And that's the reason why I could achieve that goal, what I had in my mind.
And as we all know that you were too close to your mom and you lost her. So, क्या एक चीज आप मिस करते हैं मम्मी का?
See, definitely, mummy was a very good cook and उसका खाना मैं definitely miss करता हूँ. Very unfortunate not to have her around with us because as many years she was there and like food what I eat. I think it's not just about me, but then every family member speaks about it because you know like कभी कभी किसी के अगर रिश्तेदार के घर में अगर जाते थे तो वो लोग भी अभी भी बात करते हैं मम्मी का food was excellent. So feels good, but then I know how much I miss her. If they miss the food, just imagine me being a son. So how much I would not only be missing the food, but then definitely a mom because I think any mother is always special to any of their child.
And when you come back to Kolkata, तब क्या miss करते हैं?
It's missing the family first because I think family comes first and then for me comes the food. Because चाहे वो Goanese food हो या Bengali food, I'm a foodie person, so for me any kind of food doesn't really matter a lot.
When you are in Bengal, what do you miss the most about Goa?
I think the most thing what you miss about the Goan is obviously first is my family because they are very important people to me. I love to spend time with my family and definitely the Goan food. But then I know in certain places you need to adjust to all kind of food. But definitely staying in Kolkata for the last 25 years, I love the Bengali food as well. But then कभी-कभी मन तो करता है ये Goanese खाना खाने के लिए. But then for me it's okay because I try to adjust in both the places. It's not like for a longer period of time I spend in Kolkata and I miss the Goa.
Christmas is around the corner, New Year is coming. So what is your special plan for that?
See, there's no plan as such, but then definitely as a Catholic, we all love to spend good time with your family.
कोई cheat day जैसे यहाँ पे it's a party hub place. So how do you manage that?
It's cheat day is a kuch nahi. I think in life everybody loves to cheat. So, but the most important thing, if you're focusing on your career, that's when you need to also know when are these things important. कब खा सकते हैं, कब नहीं खा सकते हैं. But then we have all done it, had it, and we have managed to grow up in life. So I think it's fine sometimes cheating, you know. One thing what was told to us was sleep well and your performance will increase. And though sleep well agar hota hai, to we used to train early in the morning. And you know, if you have to train early in the morning, so you need to go to bed early and you need to complete at least 8 hours of sleep. And that's the reason why I used to not prefer myself going to the parties and all those things. But yeah, at the end, I got the success for it.
Being a footballer, you enjoy eating all this?
It's not every day what you would love to have because it contains a lot of spice in it, a lot of masala. So I think the best thing is maybe on a weekend or maybe when you are exhausted, when you lose a lot of energy, and that's when weekly once or twice.